What's up, what's up, what's up? Wow. Did you see that? What a banger. Welcome back, man. Kiwi Kangaroo here. We're just reviewing the All Blacks in France game that happened this morning, if you're here in Australia. And man, was it a tough game. If you watch the game, as a Wallaby supporter, it was a bit of a shock. I've always known that. Remember, I used to be an All Black supporter, so I can't say that I was watching this with with fair eyes. I was sort of swaying towards New Zealand a bit, but the game was very tough. The All Blacks started well. They scored quite a difficult try, pretty good try. Had Bowden Barrett come there from fullback, play the first 5 role, and with the kick pass to Talia. But I really saw the difference when it came to defense with France. A type of in-your-face defense, and they really scattered well. The scatter defense was phenomenal. They had a lot of missed tackles. If you were to see the stats, but man, all credit to France. They turned up. They had a massive crowd. I'd say behind them they had a really massive crowd, and it really showed. Look at all the white. You can see in the background just all the white jerseys there, representing France's away jersey. So that might have been another thing as well. Like it's quite rare that you would see the crowd, a large majority of them wearing an away jersey. So that would have been something that was pre-prepared, or planning that had to gone into letting the crowd know that, hey, this is the strip we're wearing, support us. So let's step in the video and see what your thoughts are.
The Reveiw Cup is underway. French flair and All Black excellence. Moanga, Barrett works the cross kick to Mark Talia, sits up for him, and he scores for New Zealand. What a start for the All Blacks. A try. Ramos to close the gap to 2 points.
Isn't it cool how the whole crowd quietens up, goes all quiet for the kick? Man, I give it up to the French crowd. Look, the whole game, they're just very vocal and getting behind their team. And I wish a lot more teams, a lot more countries were the same. It just adds to the whole drama of rugby, and it just makes it a good spectacle to watch. And you really, I think a lot of people would underestimate how much a crowd actually helps to lift the spirits of the players, and it just adds to the experience of those who are traveling. Oh.
Brilliant skill from Jordan, looking for a support runner, doesn't find one. Good tackle from Villiers. They look for the steal now, France. Double clutch from Moanga over the top to Talia. New Zealand looking for another try. Talia has a double.
Yeah, Talia was set up a couple of times and was quite hard to hold it a lot of times, and you notice that in the second half, they actually had put a couple of extra players. Well, they made sure that there were numbers around whenever he got the ball. So well done, France, on picking that up. Good tackle there by Richie. For all those little kids watching, never give up. Okay, sometimes that, to me, to anybody, that look like a certain try. But if you give it your all and play the whistle. Okay, it's not a try until he puts it down. So if you can get there, as you can see there with Richie, he got his fingertips on the ball and that was enough. Thomas Ramos was actually kicked very well. Kicked very well. Look at that crowd. Look at that crowd. Wow. So those are the highlights. I think the main point for me was it was 30 degrees. 30 degrees there for a night game. Man, that's actually some extreme weather. So all credit to the players. If you actually caught the game, not one player was not drenching. Like you could see the sweat dripping off their uniforms. But man, this really lights up that pool. It really lights up the pool. Obviously, they're in the A pool. So in the B pool, you've got South Africa and also Ireland. And, the loser and winner plays now France, who topped the pool. And I'm assuming New Zealand. But in saying that, the World Cup has changed. I see France has a few more Pacific Island boys there. And so, maybe that was a difference, maybe not. But all credit to France, they showed up, they muscled up, and, sent New Zealand back to the scoring board. So, as a Wallabies fan, this is great. This is great for rugby. I just hope we get past Georgia. Well, it's France versus All Blacks. What do you reckon? What do you reckon your thoughts are about the game? I actually think Jacko Piper reffed the game really well. And he called the shots and didn't leave it up to the TMO to make decisions. But what are your thoughts? How do you think the refereeing went? How do you think the players went? Substitutions. What do you think? I could see that maybe some of the substitution calls sort of didn't go as well as what I think they planned. But well done to France, getting that win on home ground in the first game, and it's not actually the first time that they've played first at the World Cup. So I imagine this would have been a game that France would have been targeting. So how do you think you'll go? What team do you support, and how do you think they'll go? All right. As always, leave your comments. and we'll catch you on the next game.